Donkey of the day right there.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
You can call me the donkey of the day, but I mean no harm.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, June 1st goes to a 21-year-old Massachusetts man named Cole Buckley. Now, we all know how passionate people are about their sports team. Sports is probably the shared experience in this country that brings us together the most. It's amazing that you can be in an arena with someone who's a fan of the same team that you are, and for the duration of that game, regardless of what your race, sex, gender, religion, or class is, you and that person are on the same page. Doesn't matter what any of your differences are. It doesn't even matter what your biases are. If y'all are rooting for the same team, okay, during that game, you're on the same team. And that's a beautiful thing. But some of you fans take things too far because y'all act like the team you're rooting for is dying for you. Okay, I am a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan because my daddy is a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. I drop on the clues bonds for Larry McKelvey. Okay? Cowboy out there in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, but I'm not about to fight you over that silver and blue. Okay, I'm not even going to curse you out over that silver and blue because I get nothing from the Dallas Cowboys except joy when they win and sadness when they lose. So I can't understand for the life of me why fans do criminal things in support of their favorite teams. This is what brings us to the curious case of Cole Buckley. He's 21 years old, and he's a fan of the Boston Celtics. And after Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets washed the Celtics on Saturday night, and Kyrie Irving wiped his feet on the face of Lucky the Leprechaun, Cole Buckley decided to take it upon himself and do this. Let's go to WFXT Boston 25 News for the report, please.
We can now put a name to the face of the fan who's accused of throwing a water bottle at Kyrie Irving.
The fan's name is Cole Buckley. He's 21 years old, and he's from Braintree. He also now faces a lifetime ban from the TD Garden after this incident. Now, let's take a look at the video so you can get a closer look at the sequence of events that happened last night. This is what happened. Basically, the game ended, the C's blown out by the Nets. Kyrie Irving going to center court, wiping his foot on the C's logo. He went to the locker room, but before he got there, a water bottle came down from the stands. He raised his hand to be able to point out that fan. Police swarmed that fan. Seconds later, that person, again, was arrested. His name is Cole Buckley. And this is not the only incident like this in terms of bad behavior by fans. Last week in Philadelphia, a 76ers fan threw popcorn on Russell Westbrook of the Wizards. And in New York, a fan spit on Hawks guard Trae Young. Also in Utah, the Jazz were playing the Grizzlies. There were fans that reportedly heckled the family of Grizzlies star Ja Morant.
Look, whether you're the Sixers fan who threw popcorn on Russell Westbrook or the clown who spit on Trae Young at the Garden, or the idiot who ran on the court last night during the Sixers versus Wizards game. If you love sports the way you say you love sports, if you love your team the way you say you love your team, then why, oh why, would you, A, do something to make your team look bad, and B, do something that will get you banned for life from the arena of the team you love? Not to mention the golden rule is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Shouldn't you do unto other players as you would have people do unto the players you root for? Now, Kyrie had something to say about the situation. Let's listen.
It's unfortunate, that sports has come to a lot of this, kind of crossroads where you're seeing a lot of old ways come up. It's been that way in history in terms of entertainment, performers, and sports for a long period of time of just underlying racism and just treating people like they're in a human zoo.
I agree, and I just think it's just common courtesy and decency. Okay, the players you root for don't appreciate you doing that to other players. Now, you, Cole Buckley, are banned for life from TD Garden, and you have an assault and battery by means of a dangerous weapon charge for what? Throwing that bottle at Kyrie isn't going to change the outcome of the game. The final score is what it is. I don't care if you upset that Kyrie, didn't leave the Celtics on good terms. Hell, if I'm Kyrie and you did that to me, you just proving why I made the right decision leaving this city, because that love is clearly not real. Now, for all you fools who say Kyrie shouldn't have disrespected the logo, sure, you may be right. But you know whose job it is to protect the logo? The Celtics. Okay, the team, they have to go on that court and bust the Nets' ass. That's how you defend the logo. Okay, but Cole, even if Kyrie disrespected the logo, who died and made you the guardian of the garden? Okay, how come you the only fan reacting in that way? Okay, then what happens when a player gets something thrown at them and they react the way the OG Ron Artest, Meta World Peace did back in the day? Dropping the clues bombs for Meta World Peace. Okay, if one of the players reacts in that way, are they wrong? No, they wouldn't be, but they will be the ones who get treated like they're dead wrong. They're the ones who are going to get fined crazy, suspended, and have to deal with all the high-stakes consequences that the punk-ass fan who started it won't have to deal with at all. Okay, listen, if you love sports the way you say you love sports, if you love your team the way you love your team, then why would you ever do anything that would get you banned for life from watching the team you love? Please give Cole Buckley the biggest hee-haw. It's just totally unnecessary.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.